The Feast of Wintervale is here. Let's celebrate with a feast that would make even the Lich King jealous. And I mean Arthas, not Bolvar.
Today we're cooking the World of Warcraft Wintervale roast that will make even the toughest orc weep with joy.
Gingerbread cookies that would satiate even Grandfather Winter himself.
Eggnog with a mischievous twist, and don't even get me started on the carrots. These bad boys are guaranteed to give even the slowest Pandaren 9 agility.
If you eat for more than 10 seconds. Whether you're gathering ingredients from smoky wood pastures or utilizing the nearby auction house.
Or if you're just simply enjoying the festive atmosphere in major cities, this feast is perfect for sharing with friends and family. Let's bring the magic of Azeroth to your table.
If you like what you hear, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get more gaming-inspired delicious recipes. Let's cook!
Great to meet you.
We're gonna start off this episode by making my favorite Wintervale drink, eggnog. Step 1, you're gonna take our eggs, we're gonna crack them into this bowl, so that way we can whisk them together and then slowly combine them with our milk and sugar mixture over a low-medium heat. We're kind of making like a custard, but we're not gonna let it set. And yeah, we don't want the eggs to curdle, so you gotta really pay attention to what you're doing here. Bang. Next up, we're taking our whisk, and we're gonna get these eggs whisked together. All right, we got our eggs whisked up. We're gonna go ahead and toss that into the sink, and we're going to add in 3 cups of milk to our pot here, and it's at like medium-low heat to start. Medium-high heat to start. And we're gonna go ahead and just warm this up. Once you have your 3 cups in here, you're gonna take a cup of sugar and you're gonna add that in, and you're gonna melt that sugar down into that milk. And you wanna be real careful not to burn your milk onto the bottom of your pan, and also not get it too hot, because if you put the eggs in and it's too hot, they will curdle, and nobody wants curdled eggnog. That's gross. All right, so now we got our milk and sugar a little bit warmer. We're gonna go ahead and just slowly whisk in the eggs as it heats up here. And you want everything to come together real nice here. And all you're gonna do for about 10-15 minutes is whisk it up. You're just gonna keep on whisking. You don't want the eggs to curdle in there. I'm just gonna keep it going. Oh, look at that! It has been 15 minutes and I have been whisking. My right arm feels like it's gonna fall off. So we're gonna take this off the heat. Set it right here. Needed the whisk still. Good thing I have another one right here. Because if you didn't notice, we are inside today. It is way too cold to be outside shooting. So we decided to bring back our classic World of Warcraft set with a little unique Wintervale twist. So we're gonna move this thing out of the way. I'm gonna move this up a bit so you guys can see what we're doing here. And the next step for this is super simple. We have 2 cups of heavy cream. We're gonna add that on in there. Just like that. We're also gonna take 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Add that in. A 1/4 cup of brandy. And a 1/4 cup of dark rum. And then we're gonna mix it up and just get it combined so all those flavors are through there. And then you're gonna let this sit in the fridge for like 2 hours, just so it's cool when you drink it. You want a nice cold nog. And then we'll decorate the top with a little bit of fresh nutmeg. Me and Jay are gonna periodically get turned off this Wintervale eggnog. But next up, he's gonna make some royal icing for our gingerbread cookies.
So the next thing we're gonna make is some royal icing for the gingerbread cookies. This is what makes the Wintervale cookie. So the first step is 2 cups of confectioner's sugar right on in. And we need 1.5 tablespoons of something called meringue powder. We're gonna go ahead and throw that right on in. That's even more airy than the other stuff. So now that all of the dries are in there, with just 2 ingredients, we're gonna throw it right in our KitchenAid here. And we're gonna go ahead and lock this in. Okay, we're gonna throw this down in, make sure I lock it, and we're gonna slowly start on slow here. Now that the meringue and sugar is all mixed up, we're gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of water. This is gonna turn into the actual icing. Now, royal icing takes a little bit of time. You don't wanna rush, you don't wanna run on high. We're just gonna run on low and slow for about 10 minutes. Dude, this whisk attachment actually owned it. Like, it already looks like royal icing to me. All right, so as you can see, it's coming all together here. We just wanna push down the sides, make sure all that sugar gets in there. And that's why my BGs are unrated. It's still a little gritty. We've only been running for a couple minutes. You want to make sure to actually run it for 10 minutes, otherwise it's gritty and no good. So this royal icing is going to go on some gingerbread cookies that Kevin's going to make next, and we're going to have a little competition to see who can design the best gingerbread cookie. Kevin's going down.
So if you didn't notice, Jeremiah wasn't wearing his hat. You know what that means? I'm going to have to whoop his ass in the cookie competition. I can't wait. Now, we're going to make the gingerbread cookies. Me and Jay are going to competitively decorate. It's going to be a bunch of fun. First step, we're gonna take 3/4 cup of brown sugar, add it into the bowl. And then we're gonna take a 1/2 cup of butter and or 1 stick of butter. We're gonna get that in there. Unsalted butter. That is unsalted butter, I think. It is. And we're gonna give it a butter dance. Real quick one though. And then we're gonna lock her on in our beautiful new KitchenAid, and we're gonna cream that butter up. Lock and load it. If you bake a lot, this thing is amazing. It will do everything you need it to. There's all kinds of colors, different designs. There's bigger bowls. There's different ones that lift up by themselves. They're really cool. All right, this butter is nice and creamy with that sugar, so we're gonna go ahead and crack an egg in here. Once we got our egg in there, we're gonna go ahead and add in our holiday spices, which we made in episode 1 of WoW, our very first episode ever. Go ahead and click the link to check that out. But it really consists of some nutmeg, some cloves, some cinnamon, and a couple other things. But we're gonna add that in there. And then we're gonna follow that with a teaspoon of vanilla. Give that a little speed. All right, now that we have all that stuff combined, we're gonna go ahead and take a 1/4 cup of molasses. And we're gonna go ahead and add that in there. Once you have your molasses in there and it's been mixing for about a minute, we're gonna go ahead and add in all our dry ingredients and some freshly grated ginger. First things first, we got a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Go in with that. Just a pinch of salt. Some freshly grated ginger. About a teaspoon, and then 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And you're gonna just let your KitchenAid for about 2 or 3 minutes here, so all the ingredients are combined, and you have that nice gingerbread dough. Once you have your dough mixed together, you're gonna go ahead and pull this off. Get all your excess dough off the dough hook. And you're gonna chill this for 1 hour in the fridge. That way, when we roll it out to cut our Christmas tree gingerbread cookies, it doesn't get stuck all over the table. So the dough, Jeremiah and I have been chilling. Next step is to roll it out and cut out some Christmas tree shapes. First things first, we're gonna add a little flour to our surface here because we don't want anything to stick. And we also took a baking tray and we lined it with some parchment paper. We're also gonna get this on our rolling pin. And we're gonna go ahead and take this dough out of here, just like that. You're gonna form it into like a little disc so you can roll it out nice. And then we're gonna lay that down on our surface, get some flour on both sides. Just like that. Then we're gonna take our rolling pin and we're gonna roll this out to about a 1/4 inch thick. All right, and once you have your dough rolled out like that, you're gonna go ahead and take your cookie shape and you're gonna chop it. Pull it out, lay it on your baking tray lined with parchment paper, and you're gonna repeat the process until your dough is all gone. And once you cut all your cookies out, you can go ahead and re-roll this dough out and just keep using it until it's all gone. Once we have our cookies laid out, we're gonna go ahead and drop these in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. Next up, Jay's gonna go ahead and work on that Winter Veil roast.
So the best beef to use for a Winter Veil roast is roughly 3 pounds of top round, which we got here from the local Winter Veil Christmas market. We're first gonna get some graza. We're gonna make sure it's all nice and oiled up, nice and oiled up. We're gonna rub it down. We're gonna regret doing that immediately because we still have to do that if we touch other stuff. We're just gonna get this boyo all oiled up. Because what we want here is we want everything to stick to it while it roasts. All right, and this is about 3 pounds, so you're gonna wanna salt the out of it. And more pepper. We wanna make sure that it really is salted and peppered because what makes it a Winter Veil roast is we're gonna be making a sauce for later to rub all over it and get it all nice and saucy. And Kevin salted the bottom for me because I wasn't washing my hands a third time. So we're gonna go ahead and just get it all nice in there. Oof. All right, and Kevin also peppered my bottom. Kevin peppered the bottom of this roast. We're gonna rub all that in. And then once it's all properly together and flavored and seasoned with salt and pepper, we're gonna toss it in the oven and we're gonna roast it at 400 for about an hour. While this roasts, Kevin and I are gonna host our very own cookie competition. And Kevin is going down.
All right, Jay, it's time for this cookie competition. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready to whoop your
Now relax. First, we gotta get our icing ready. And to do that, we're gonna make some nice colors and then we're gonna stick it into what? We're gonna do, Jay?
We don't have the tools, so just like you, if you don't have one, you can use one of these cool bags, cut a corner, and hope it comes out good. All right, so I think green's the most important in a Christmas tree gingerbread cookie. So we're gonna do how strong is this?
I don't know. Just put a couple drops in. So we're using these bags and we're gonna go ahead and just squeeze it down to that corner. And then we'll take a little skizzy boy here.
We definitely need more than 4.
And just give it a little cut. And then you have your own little decorator. What are you making over there, Jay? Green?
Making green.
All right, I'm gonna do some blue. That's probably too much. Ooh, look at this blue.
The blue's coming out, man. Nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think it's because you probably added a bunch more blue than I did green.
That's
I was
right.
very conservative with the amount of color I put in this.
Yeah, and this is so much fun. Until I whoop your for my decoration. And then once you got it mixed up, you're gonna grab another bag and corner it up. All right. I know it's crazy seeing us both on camera cooking. We don't normally do this, but we figured
in the spirit of competition. In the spirit of competition.
Winter Veil is a challenging, trying time, especially when you're Jay and you're getting your beat by me in the cookie competition. And we suggest you triple the icing recipe because this is definitely not enough. We didn't even make a full batch of cookies and it's not enough. Before we get this friendly competition going, we're gonna try out some of this eggnog.
After you.
Ooh, that looks so good. Gonna give it a little pinch of nutmeg on the top. All right, give him a little nutmeg. All right, cheers, brother.
Cheers, you're going down.
All right. That's amazing.
That is fire.
That's better than any store-bought eggnog I've ever had. Like, I actually like this. Like, some eggnog I don't like.
There's alcohol in this.
There's not enough alcohol to really... There's a little taste. It almost adds like a vanilla. A vanilla. It adds a vanilla flavor. You know what I'm saying? Flavor. All right, Jay, let's make some freaking cookies.
All right.
I'm gonna pick this one. All right. I'm sealing the white first, bro. And if you're really wondering how to do this, don't look at Jay, look at me.
I've never done this before. I just know I'm gonna be better at it. And our second one.
And our second cookie. We're just gonna do 2. We are really concentrating over here. Neither of us want to be embarrassed here. Although we both know. We all know who's getting embarrassed. I got a dirty little trick on my sleeve. We got some ugly sweater sprinkles. It has little sweaters in it. I'm gonna put this on here. Time's almost up here.
There's time?
No, but yes, there is.
What is this, little sweaters?
No! No, you're not allowed to have that, Jay. All right. Time's up.
Oh, stop.
Wait, how come you making 3 cookies?
Yeah.
This last one does not count, everybody. This last one does not count.
Oh.
By the way, in the back, we have some potatoes and about a pound of carrots cooking because we have another side dish we're going to make for our roasted, our Winter Veil roast, and we're excited. Now, the moment of truth. We got to decide who won this cookie competition. We all know it's me, but you know, come on over here, get a look at these. And we want you to write in the comments on who you think won the cookie decorating competition. All right, now that our roast only has about 15 minutes left on it, we're gonna go ahead and whip up some mashed potatoes straight out of Westfall. And we're also gonna saute some of our carrots. First things first for our mashed potatoes, you know what to do. You're taking a stick of butter, adding that in. Salted butter, make sure it's salted. You're gonna take some heavy cream, about a cup of heavy cream. And then you're gonna give it a little salt and some pepper. Just about that much. And then we're gonna mash this together until it comes into some creamy mashed potatoes. I'm mashing these potatoes like I beat Jay's in the cookie competition. All right, and now we got these nice creamy mashed potatoes right there. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so good. We're gonna go ahead and set these aside. Then we're gonna work on our sauteed carrots. Let's get our new hex-clad pan right front and center here. Super pumped. Hex-clad's a great brand. You should go grab one. We have them linked right here. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and drop in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter right into our pan here. Hit it with a quick butter dance. Get that butter dance in there. All right. And you want to cook on a little bit lower heat in these because the way they're designed, it evenly distributes that heat, making your food cook a little faster without that extremely high heat you need in other stainless steel pans. All right, once your butter's melted down, you're gonna take your 1 pound of carrots that were boiled. We're gonna add them in, along with 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. We're gonna let those cook for about 3 or 4 minutes just to get a little bit of a crisp on them. And then we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. Once your carrot's been going for a couple minutes, we're gonna go ahead and take a tablespoon of freshly chopped ginger. We're gonna dump that sucker in there. And we're also taking about a tablespoon of honey. We're using some eucalyptus raw, 100% raw honey. We're gonna add that in our pan. And you're gonna just toss that up until everything's nice and glazed. Then you're gonna have some delicious sauteed carrots for your Winter Veil roast. Now that we have our carrots and mashed potatoes done, Jay's gonna go ahead and make that delicious sauce for our roast.
So what truly will make this roast from the Winter Veil Festival is the Winter Veil sauce. So first we're gonna have a 1.5 cups of a deep dry red wine, and we're gonna put that right into the pan. We also have 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. We're gonna put that in. We have a little dash of some holiday spice, just a little bit. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and toss in our shallots and ginger. We rough trapped our shallots and ginger because we're gonna strain it at the end, so it's not super important to get the itsy bitsy pieces here. We're gonna go ahead and slide all this in to the pot. We have 3 shallots and about 1-inch knob of ginger, roughly chopped. So here we're gonna make sure it's all mixed together, and we're gonna let this reduce for about 10 minutes. We cannot forget, we gotta put in some salt and some pepper. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes. The roast is still roasting. We had to add some time to it. And the next step is to go ahead and add some butter to this. We're gonna make it silky smooth. We're gonna add about 4 tablespoons and let that melt up in there. Right. Smells absolutely incredible. And all these little butters are starting to disappear. We're starting to see how smooth it looks. All right, and that looks like the last of the butter has finally dissolved. So the final stage here, we're gonna turn off the heat here. And while it's hot, because we don't want it to kind of solidify before doing so, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna strain all of the shallots and ginger out and right into a new bowl. I just want to squish all of that extra out here. Now that we have the sauce, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plate everything up. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Winterfell evening. We're having a great time making some food. Hopefully it's as delicious as it looks. Kevin, what do you think we should start with?
Well, we definitely got to dive into the main course because eggnog is a dessert, in my opinion. And these cookies,
also dessert.
Also dessert. By the way, guys, don't forget to comment who won the cookie competition. I mean, we already know it's me, but, you know, definitely drop a comment below. Say which one you have your favorite cookie. Which one is your favorite cookie? Woo, all right. Let's try this roast.
Let's try this roast. Except for that one string attached to mine. Damn. I'm jealous of you eating right now.
Dude.
Get the au jus. Whoa. That's tasty.
I've had a lot of dry roasts in my time. This one, not dry.
Yeah, thank Greatfather Winter for that, huh?
Oh my gosh, Jay. We've outdone ourselves this time, man. This is so good. Oh my gosh, man. How are those mashed potatoes?
Creamy. I have no words to say. It's just so good. Also, I'm hungry. We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'll keep watching. I don't know.
Gotta love a creamy mashed potato, man. I see what these carrots are doing. God.
Get an eye of jelly from those.
A lot of ginger, but the honey and the soy sauce tone it down enough where it's not like spicy or like overpowering. And the sweetness of the carrots are just spot on with it.
The honey and the ginger and the carrots are a shockingly good pairing. I wouldn't normally make something like that, but
this roast is just melting in my mouth.
Give you the good pieces, huh?
I know we want to keep eating all this good, delicious food here. I think we need to wash it down with some eggnog, and then taste these cookies. Your cookie sucks, by the way, Jay. Cheers, brother.
Homemade eggnog from now on, honestly. Because all of the store brand eggnog puts carrageenan in it, and it tastes like bubblegum, and it just puts me off, but this shit is delicious.
That's what that is, huh? Yeah, and what does that do? Does that preserve it longer or something? Why do they put that in there?
No idea. Everything. Almost every brand. Once in a while we find a good brand, but...
No, yeah, homemade is definitely the way to go. It's really easy. It takes 15 minutes. All right.
Better.
So again, go ahead. Tell us who wins the cookie competition. Tell us who wins the cookie competition down below. We're gonna try these out. Wow.
The ginger flavor of a gingerbread cookie with actual ginger as opposed to like ground or powdered or granulated. This is way better.
And those holiday spices we made, what, almost a year ago now, man?
Yeah.
They're coming right through this. And that royal icing, absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Because the ginger, like, it's very sweet icing, but it also calms it down. Like, the ginger takes you away from that. One a day, bro.
Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Just like in the beginning, if you have a great time, if you want to have more good times, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll let you know with that bell.
Happy winter, bro, y'all. Peace.
Have a good one.
All right.